Hello students, today we'll discuss about the next part of some basic principles and technique. Okay, so in my last class I already completed the IUPAC nomenclature of the compound, and that compounds are aliphatic compounds. Yes or no? Aliphatic compounds means they contain a long chain of carbon atom. Here, today's class will discuss about the nomenclature of aromatic compound. The next term, that is a nomenclature of aromatic compound. So now what is meant by aromatic compound? The compound contain at least one benzene ring. The compound which contain at least one benzene ring. At least one benzene ring. This compound we call aromatic compound. So all of you know that what is meant by aromatic compound. I already discussed about the classification of organic compound. So if the organic compound is contain a benzene ring or any other benzene ring, that compound we call aromatic compound. Okay, so organic compound which contain a benzene ring means at least in organic compound there is a presence of at least one benzene ring. That compound we call aromatic compound. Okay, so now suppose they will give any organic compound and that compound contain a benzene ring, then you have to give a particular nomenclature for a aromatic compound using a IUPAC system. Okay, so how we can give that? Suppose if that compound contain benzene ring, that benzene ring we have to consider this is your parent hydrocarbon. Okay, so now in aromatic compound we can name a particular aromatic compound by taking benzene as a parent hydrocarbon. Okay, suppose you given any organic compound and that organic compound contain a benzene ring, that benzene ring you have to consider that is a parent hydrocarbon. Means like the same way, if they given aliphatic compound, you have to selecting a longer chain, and that longer chain you have to consider that is a parent chain of a alkane. Like the same way, if in an organic compound there is a presence of a benzene ring, this benzene ring is nothing but water. It acts as a parent hydrocarbon. So there are many organic compound which is having a benzene ring and they given a IUPAC name for a particular benzene. For example, so this is one compound, this is one organic compound. Why this is organic compound? Because it contains carbon and hydrogen atom. So these are and this is now aromatic compound. Why? It is having a ring structure, that is a benzene ring structure. So what is the IUPAC name for this? This is the IUPAC name for this compound is benzene. Now if I take same benzene ring and now the benzene ring is attached with chlorine. So what is the difference here? Only we have here one benzene ring here. So I given this is name of this compound is benzene. Now the benzene ring is attached with chlorine. So what is the name? Chlorobenzene. Okay. Only the one substituent is present, that is a chloro group is present or attached to this particular benzene. So chlorobenzene. Suppose if I take here same benzene. Now this benzene is attached with Br. So what is the name of this organic compound now? Bromobenzene. Now this Br is replaced with iodine. Suppose if I take here iodine, so what is the name now? Iodobenzene. Okay, so now next compound. Suppose if I take here benzene ring which is attached to here NO2. So all of you know that NO2 is nothing but what? Nitro. Yes or no? This NO2 we call nitro group. So this nitro group is attached with benzene. So should write here nitrobenzene. The name of the given compound is nitrobenzene. Now, same benzene ring, if I take here benzene ring which is attached to here CH3 group. Now what is meant by CH3? CH3 will be methyl group. Yes, now this methyl group is attached with benzene, so there is a formation of methyl benzene. Methyl benzene. And one more name of this compound, we also call it is toluene. Toluene. Remember, this methyl benzene we also call it is toluene. After that, we'll discuss one more example where the benzene ring which is attached here with C2H5. Like the CH3 we call methyl. So for C2H5 we call 2 carbon atom is, this is your ethyl group, and ethyl group is attached to your benzene ring, so there is a formation of ethyl benzene. Ethyl benzene. Now, suppose your benzene ring is attached with OCH3. Benzene ring is attached with OCH3. Now, you know that if any alkyl group is attached with oxygen group, we call their alkoxy. Yes, but here we have only one carbon. For one carbon, we are using the root word that is mixed. So there is a formation of methoxy. Okay. So now here this methoxy group is attached to the particular benzene ring. So there is a formation of methoxy benzene. Okay, so IUPAC name for particular organic compound will be methoxy benzene. So one more thing, that this methoxy benzene we also call anisole. Okay, so now the next compound. Suppose the benzene ring is attached with NH2. So all of you know that NH2 is nothing but what? Amine. What we call for NH2? It is amine. Now, your benzene ring is attached with NH2. Benzene ring is attached with NH2. So, in that case, we have to write here benzamine. Okay. Last NE will be replaced with amine group here. So, there is a formation of benzamine. And also, we called here, this compound we also called aniline. Yes. So, now, what we discuss here, nomenclature of aromatic compound is nothing but it should be contain at least one benzene ring. Suppose there is a presence of only one benzene ring, so we directly give the name that is a benzene. And after that, this benzene ring is attached with chlorine group, so I written here chlorobenzene. Next, benzene ring is attached with Br, so I written here bromobenzene. Benzene ring is attached with iodine, so I written here iodobenzene. Now, this NO2 is nothing but nitro group. So for you know that this NO2 we call nitro group. So now this NO2 is attached with benzene ring. So I am getting here nitrobenzene. Methyl group. CH3 is nothing but methyl group attached with benzene. So I have written here methyl benzene. After that, this methyl benzene common we also call it is an toluene. After that, if I replace this methyl with ethyl group which is attached to the benzene now. So there is a formation of ethyl benzene. Suppose benzene ring which is attached with any alkoxy group, like suppose there is a presence of OC2H5 group, also there is a formation of ethoxy. Because 2 carbon we call eth as a root word and there is a presence of oxygen, so I call ethoxy, which is attached to here benzene ring. Here in this group, methyl group is present here, so there is a formation of methoxybenzene, and this is also called anisole. Suppose if I take here benzene ring which is attached to C2H5, OC2H5, this is nothing but ethoxy group, there is a formation of here ethoxybenzene. Okay, now all of you know that NH2 is nothing but amine. Now if I take benzene ring which is attached to the NH2 group, this we call benzamine, and also we have one name for this compound, that is aniline. So now this is about the nomenclature of organic compound. Now the question is arise, if only there is a presence of directly benzene ring and only one group will be present. Suppose there is the presence of two or more group or the two or more substituent which is attached to the benzene. So in that case, how we can give a particular name for the organic compound? So before that, you should know that the benzene ring having a three substituent, that is a three position, that is ortho, meta and para. Ortho, meta and para, which is denoted by O, M and P. This O is nothing but what? Ortho. This M is nothing but meta. And this P is nothing but para. Okay, benzene is having three position: ortho, meta and para. So remember here. Suppose here we have here benzene ring. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, total we have here 6 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose here the presence of OH. So OH, and at second position also we have here OH. So this is ortho position. Yes. For the next position, this position, suppose there is the presence of one substituent. This is a meta position. At meta position we have OH group, and suppose we have here there is the presence of one Cl group. This position we call para position. Yes, para position of a benzene. Now you can remember that benzene is having three positions: ortho, meta and para, depending on the substituent. Suppose here this is a benzene ring. Now here we have one group present here, one group present here, one group present here, like this group is present here. So this is a OH will be present here. Now this will be the ortho position, this will be the meta position, and at para position, now this is your ortho position which is denoted by O, this is meta position which is denoted by M. At para position we don't have any substituent, but at again meta, this and this is also meta and this is also ortho, and this 1 and 4th position we call para. So remember here, this is the benzene, this is the OH. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this compound is there. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, this, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is a 5, this is a 6. So total 6 carbon atoms are there. At second and 6th position, 2 and 6 position we call ortho. At 3 and 5 position we call meta, and at 1 and 4th position we call para. Yes, and they can be represented when there is a presence of a substituent only. Okay, so now suppose in your benzene ring we have two or more substituent, how we can give a particular name for the organic compound? For example, if you have benzene ring having here Cl and Cl, so how we should give the name here? First you have to number that particular benzene ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Because this is a basic position of benzene, you have to start numbering from here. Suppose if you don't have any function group here or any group is attached to here, then start numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. Okay. So I am starting from here because there is a presence of one basic group which is attached to the benzene. So I am starting from numbering this side: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. At 1 and 2 position we have two chlorine groups. So 2 means nothing but di. So at 1, 2, dichlorobenzene. So what is the name of this organic compound? 1, 2, dichlorobenzene. And also we call here at ortho position we have here chlorine group. So I told no, at second position we call ortho, and a same way 6th position also we call ortho. At second position we have chlorine group. This is our ortho position, so we can also call here ortho dichlorobenzene. At ortho position we have Cl, and we have two Cl group here, so we should write here dichloro. So which position chlorine is present at ortho position, so ortho dichlorobenzene. This is also called ortho dichlorobenzene. Suppose if we have benzene ring here and we have one Cl here and one Cl here. Now tell me at which position chlorine will be present. So this is the ortho position, we don't have any chlorine, but if I go for the meta position, we have chlorine group. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 1 and 3rd position, we have 2 chlorine groups, so dichlorobenzene, and we also call it is that meta dichlorobenzene. Yes, meta dichloro. At meta position we have chlorine group, meta dichlorobenzene. Now if I go for para position, at para position we have one Cl here, we have one Cl here. Now number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at 1 and 4 position we have 2 chlorine group, dichlorobenzene, and in another word we call it as a para dichlorobenzene. We also call it as a para dichlorobenzene. One thing you have to remember, the benzene is having 3 position, ortho, meta and para, depending on their substituent. So here in first example we have 2 chlorine groups. When I start numbering from this, because we have a substituent present at the base compound, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 1 and 2 position we have 2 chlorine groups, so I written a 1, 2 dichlorobenzene, and this is also called at ortho position we have chlorine group, so ortho dichlorobenzene. Here at meta position we have chlorine group, so I written meta dichlorobenzene. But when I number here at 1 and 3rd position we have chlorine, so 1, 3 dichlorobenzene also we can write, 1, 4 dichlorobenzene or para dichlorobenzene. Okay, suppose if there is a presence of more than 2 substituent, here we have only the 2 substituent, but there is a presence of more than 2 substituent. In that case, how we should give the number and how we should write the particular name of the organic compound. Suppose if I have one example like benzene which is attached with chlorine here, NO2 group will be present here, and here also there is a presence of NO2 group. Now first condition is this: you have to start numbering from a basic group which is present here. Okay, so basically we start from numbering this side, but here don't have any group, so you have to start from numbering this side. When you start from numbering from this carbon, you have to number in such a way that the functional group of the substituent which is present to the different carbon atom, that carbon should be carries a lowest possible number. Now suppose I will write a same compound once again here, and here there is a presence of NO2 and NO2. Okay, so basically we'll start numbering from this carbon, but this carbon don't have any substituent. Go for next carbon. Here at 2nd position we have here chlorine, so I have to start from numbering from this carbon only. Now the question is arise, will continuously numbering from like this cycle from this direction, or will continue numbering from this direction? Yes or no? Suppose if I start from numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if I start from numbering this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what happened here? In first compound I starting numbering from this side, and second compound I starting from numbering this side. So in first compound I am getting at 3rd and 4th position we have nitro group is present here, and in second compound and 4th and 5th position we have nitro group. But what is the rule here? A numbering should be done in such a way that where the substituent should be present, that carbon carries a lowest possible number. So which is the lowest number? 3 and 4 is the lowest number as compared to 4 and 5. So this numbering is wrong, this numbering is correct. Okay, so I'll write this compound once again here, you will understand very easily. So here is the presence of Cl, NO2 and NO2. So I am numbering here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now at what is the name here? At first carbon atom we have chlorine group, so 1 chloro. Where the substituent will be present, that carbon we have to give the number first. 1 chloro, 3, 4, dinitro, because 2 nitro group is present, dinitro benzene. Yes, 1 chloro 3,4 dinitro, because we have 2 nitro groups, so dinitro. This is your remaining what is benzene. Suppose if I take one more example, Cl CH3 CH3. Yes, now the basic rule, that is you have to start from numbering here. If we don't have any function, any substituent will be attached here, then you have to go for next carbon where the substituent will be present. Here we don't have any substituent, so I started from numbering this side 1, 2, numbering from this carbon, so I given here 1. Here we have already CH group is present here, so I given number 1 to this carbon, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, same compound if I write it once again, CH3 Cl CH3, and I am starting numbering from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here it is wrong, because whatever the substituent should be present, that substituent carbon atom should be carries a lowest possible number. Here 1, 2 and 4, 1, 2 and 4 we have substituent. Here 1, 4 and 6, 1, 4 and 6. Which is the lowest number? This is the lowest number. So this is correct number, this is a wrong number here. So this is correct number. So now according to this number, you have to give the IUPAC name for the particular organic compound. So at second carbon atom we have chlorine group. So 2 chloro, because C will be come first alphabetically as compared to M. Yes, A, B, C, D. When you write the A, B, C, D, C will be come first, then M will be come. So 2 chloro, at second we have chlorine group 2 chloro. At 1 and 4th carbon we have methyl group. So I have to mention that number 1, 4. How many methyl group is present? 1 and 2. Total 2 methyl groups. So dimethyl. What is remaining? Benzene. Dimethyl benzene. 2 chloro 1, 4 dimethyl benzene. We'll solve one more example. Benzene ring here attached with OH, CH3 and Cl. Yes. Now again numbering from start from this side, because you know that it will start from here only, because already we have here OH group. It is, if OH group is absent here, then you start from this side, from this carbon only. Okay, so 1, 2. We'll now start from this side, because 1, 2, 3, 4 at 4th position I am getting substituent, but when I start from this at second also I am getting substituent. So substituent will be having lowest possible number here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now 4 chloro, because C will be come here first, 4 chloro 2 methyl, because M will be come first, then O will be come here, then methyl, and benzene ring which is attached to OH we call directly phenol. Yes or no? So 4 chloro 2 methyl, this is nothing but what? Benzene which is attached to group OH, we call it as phenol. 4 chloro 2 methyl phenol. So we'll solve one more example here. Benzene which is attached with NH2 CH3 C2 H5O. So I'll start numbering from this carbon only 1, 2, 3. Now see here, at third carbon atom we have ethyl group. At third carbon atom we have ethyl. At second we have methyl. At second carbon we have methyl, and at first we have NH2 group. Okay, so alphabetically E will be come first, A, B, C, D, like this. When you write A, B, C, D, E will become first, then M will become. So first write 3 ethyl. At second we have methyl group 2 methyl. So benzene which is attached to the NH2, what we call benzene which is attached to NH2. See here, I already discussed now that benzene which is attached with NH2 group. See, benzene which is attached to NH2, what we call benzamine. Okay, so here 3 ethyl 2 methyl benzene now which is attached to NH2 group is nothing but benzamine. Yes, and also you know that suppose if I write the same example once again here, that is benzene which is attached to NH2 group here. Here there is a presence of CH3, C2H5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your benzene which is attached to NH2 only, we called aniline. Now here at third position we have ethyl, at second position we have methyl, so 3 ethyl, 2 methyl, benzamine, benzene which is attached to NH2, benzamine, or we also call 3 ethyl, 2 methyl. This is nothing but benzene which is NH2 group, aniline. We can write both the way. Okay, this is also correct, this is also correct. Where in both case benzene which is attached to NH2 we also call benzamine also, and we also call aniline. So 2 ethyl, 3 methyl will be common, but aniline or the benzene we can use any one. If you write benzamine also correct, if you write aniline also, it is also correct. So this is your next example. Suppose now benzene which is directly attached to the substituent, and substituent contain functional group. Suppose we have benzene ring, and this benzene ring is having a longer chain like this, and this longer chain having a functional group here. So in that case this group only we call substituent which is attached to a particular benzene ring. So how we should give a particular name for the organic compound? So this is the next condition in which benzene ring is attached to a side chain. This ring we call it is this chain we call it is a side chain which is attached to the benzene ring. So benzene ring which is attached to the side chain having the functional group. So this is having functional group here like COOH. So you can be take this functional group which is present in the side chain. This is nothing but substituent which is attached to the benzene ring. In that case you have to numbering the side chain first, then you have to give a IUPAC name for a particular organic compound. So all of you know that if there is a presence of a functional group like COOH, where the COOH will be present, that carbon you have to give a number 1. So 1, 2, 3. Now at second carbon we have benzene ring here. So 2 phenyl. This is nothing but we also call here, suppose we have this is phenol, and this here replaced with here CH, so there is a formation of here phenyl. So 2 phenyl, 1, 2, 3. How many carbon is present? 3 carbon. So which root word we can use? Propanoic acid. Propane, this E is replaced with OIC because we have here carboxylic acid, so propanoic acid, 2 phenyl propanoic acid. Now suppose we have one more compound where the benzene ring which is attached with nitro group, and we have a separate chain CH, CHO, CH3. Here also you have to give the number separately. So aldehyde group is present, functional group is present, that carbon you have to give the number first 1, 2, 3. Now at second carbon we have benzene ring here. So I will write here second. We have benzene ring here, but at the benzene ring we have presence of a nitro group. So I have to numbering start from here 1, 2, 3. At third position we have nitro group. So 3 nitro, and what we call this is nothing but phenyl. This ring we call phenyl ring. 2 at second position we have this ring is present. So 2 at this ring at third position we have nitro group. 3 nitrophenyl, bracket complete, 1, 2, 3. Propane, yes or no? Propane, but we have here aldehyde group. So if we have propane, this E is replaced with Al, yes or no? Propanal. So this is formation of, if there is presence of aldehyde is as a group, this E is replaced with Al. So this formation 2, 3 nitrophenyl propanal. Okay, we'll discuss one more example where the benzene ring is attached with CH2OH. CH2OH. So this we commonly call, directly write benzyl alcohol. Yes, this OH is nothing but alcohol. Benzene ring which attached to CH2, we called here benzyl, and this OH will be present here. So benzyl alcohol, and also called it is phenyl. So I call no, this is a phenyl ring and phenyl methanol. CH2OH is nothing but what? Methanol. If I take C2H5OH, this is nothing but ethanol. So like this, phenyl methanol. We can write both the names are correct. It is benzyl alcohol also called, this compound we also call benzyl alcohol, and also we call phenyl methanol. This is your phenyl group and this is your methanol. So phenyl methanol. Suppose if your benzene ring is attached with CO, C double bond O, CH3. So this group we called aceto group. Yes or no? CH3, C double bond O, OH, acetic acid. Acetic acid. So all of you know that the name is acetic acid. So this CH3, C double bond O group we called aceto group, and this aceto group is attached with benzene or the phenyl group. So we can write, because it is a ketone group, so acetophenone. Acetophenone, and also we call it is an 1-phenyl, because at this carbon there is a presence of a acetone group. So 1-phenyl ethanone. 1-phenyl ethanol. So remember the name of the compound. What is that compound? We have here C double bond O, CH3. It is also called acetophenone or 1-phenyl ethanol, because at 1, 2 we have total 2 carbon. 2 carbon means what? Ethane. But we have here ketone group, so this E is replaced with ONE. So I am getting here ethanone. Yes. Now at this carbon we have this ethanol group is present. Yes. This carbon atom, there is a presence of ethanol group is present. So 1-phenyl ethanol. 1-phenyl ethanol. Okay. After that, we will discuss one more nomenclature of alicyclic compound. Here, this is about your aromatic compound. So next will be the nomenclature of alicyclic compound. So all of you know that the alicyclic compounds are nothing but what? That compound, it should be contain a cyclic ring structure, that we call alicyclic compound, and they are made up by a same type of atom. Suppose if we have a compound like this, cyclic ring structure is present like this, and we have here. Yes. Now this is a cyclic ring structure which is attached to here. This is nothing but here there is a presence of here CH3 group, and here we have 1, 2 carbon atom. So there is a presence of CH2 here, CH here. We can represent this compound like this also. Here presence of CH3, CH2, CH3. This is nothing but this. Okay. So suppose if the compound is present like this, how we should give the number and how we should write the IUPAC name here. So all of you know that ethyl group is a larger group, and alphabetically E will become first. So this is ethyl group, this is a methyl group. So numbering from this carbon, numbering start from this carbon, because E will become first, then M will become. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So at one carbon atom we have ethyl group, so 1 ethyl. At third carbon atom we have methyl group, 3 methyl, 1 ethyl, 3 methyl. So this is a cyclic ring structure. How many carbon atom is present here? 6 carbon atoms. So hex. So cyclo. Because it is cyclo. If it is not cyclo, we will directly write hexane, but it is cyclo, so we should use the word cyclo. cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Okay, so try to understand why I am starting from numbering this side. The question is, I don't know why we should not starting from this side 1, 2, 3 like this. Here we have larger group present here 1, 2, 3. So I started here numbering from this carbon only. So at one position we have ethyl group, so 1 ethyl. At third position we have methyl group, so 1 ethyl, 3 methyl. This is a cyclic structure, so I use the word cyclo. Total 6 carbon atom is present, so I use here cyclohexane. We don't have any double bond, so I directly written here cyclohexane. Suppose I have one more compound where there is also presence of a ethyl, and we have here presence of, here also presence of CH3, here CH2, CH3. Now I will start numbering from this carbon. Listen, the question is arise in first compound. I given the numbering where the ethyl is start, because alphabetically E will become first and it is a larger group. But here I started from numbering this side where the methyl group is present. Why? Because according to the rule, where the bulky group is present, we have here 2 methyl group at the same carbon atom. At the same carbon atom we have 2 methyl group. So as compared to this is your bulky group is present here. So I given in second example, I given numbering, or I started numbering from this carbon where the methyl group is present, here also at same carbon atom, at only one carbon atom we have 2 methyl group here. So but while naming you have to write first ethyl only, because E will be come here first. So at third position we have ethyl, 3 ethyl, 1 1, because at same carbon we have 2 methyl groups, 1 1, dimethyl, 1 1, dimethyl, cyclohexane. Try to understand both the example. In first case I started from numbering this carbon because ethyl group is larger here as compared to methyl, and alphabetically also E will become first, so I will written here 1 ethyl, 3 methyl, cyclohexane. When I go here also there is a presence of methyl group, but I starting from numbering this carbon only because this carbon is having a bulkier group, because at same carbon we have 2 methyl group here, 1 2 3. But while writing the name, E will become first, so I written here 3 ethyl, 1 1, dimethyl, cyclohexane. Because 2 methyl, so I written here dimethyl, cyclohexane. I will give one more example where your cyclohexane ring is attached with OH and CH3. So all of you know that it is a basic rule. Start from numbering this carbon only. 1 2 3 4 5 6. At one carbon atom we have OH, and at third carbon atom we have here methyl group. So 3 methyl. Obviously M will become first as compared to the oxygen. So 3 methyl, cyclo. We should write hexane, but here we have here OH. So hexane. If I take here cyclohexane, this presence of OH is nothing but we can use the suffix OL. So this E is replaced with OL. So this is a formation of what? Hexanol. Yes or no? Hexanol. So what is the name? 3-methyl cyclohexanol. 3-methyl cyclohexanol. We'll solve one more example where cyclic ring structure is present, CH3, C2H5. Here both methyl and ethyl group is present, so this is your bulkier group now. So I will start numbering from this carbon, 1 2 3 4. Yes. So here at one carbon we have ethyl group, so 1 ethyl. At second carbon we have methyl group, so 2 methyl, 1 ethyl, 2 methyl. So this is a cyclic structure. So cyclo. How many carbon atom is present there? 1 2 3 4. 4 for carbon, we have to use the suffix that is a but. At one and second position we have double bond. At one position we have double bond, so 1 ENE, cyclo-but E, 1 ENE, because we have here double bond, so we have to use here ENE word. So all of you know that if there is a presence of alkene, C double bond C, in that case also we are following the same rule here. So see here, this example here. At first we have ethyl group, so one ethyl. At second carbon atom we have methyl group, so two methyl. So this is cyclic structure, so I written here cyclo. How many carbon atoms is present in cyclic structure? Total 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 4 we have to use the root word but. At one carbon atom we have double bond, so 1 hyphen, put the hyphen, ene, butene. Yes, but 1 ene. I will solve one more example where 5-membered ring structure is present and this is attached with OH. Now again same thing, start numbering from this carbon only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now see here, this is a cyclic structure, side cyclo. How many carbon atoms is present? Pent. Total 5. So I use the word pent. At second carbon atom we have double bond, so I have to write the number that 2 in. At one carbon atom we have OH group, so 1 OL. How should write? We have here cyclic structure. We don't have any substituent, we have only OH substituent, so I refer the word here. So cyclo. How many carbon atom is present in the cyclic ring structure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5. So cyclo pent. At second position we have double bond, so I written here second. For double bond we have to use the word suffix, that is in. Again after that at one carbon atom we have OH group. For OH alcoholic group we have to use OL. Yes, so you have to mention that carbon number 1 OL. Like the same way, suppose if I take here, so what is the name of this organic compound? See here, start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your cyclic structure, so I written here cyclo. How many carbon atoms is present? 6 carbon. So for 6 we have to use the word hex. At second we have double bonds, hex 2. Common word in you have to use. After that at 1 we have here OL, 1 alcoholic group is 1 OL. Okay. So like this you have to write the IUPAC name for the aromatic compound. Suppose like this compound is there, you have to write the IUPAC name. Write the IUPAC name. Already I solved this, no? Wait, I will give different example here. Yes, this is the first, this is the second example. Write the IUPAC name. For this, for the given compound. Yes, I given, this is your 2 homework problem. Try to write the IUPAC name and send me in WhatsApp. So I hope you understand today's class about the IUPAC nomenclature of an aromatic compound along with IUPAC nomenclature of a alicyclic compound. IUPAC nomenclature of a alicyclic compound. So I hope you understand today's class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you.